Good morning, pregame crew. How are ya? It is Friday, July 21st, 2023, 6:21 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:21 a.m. Eastern. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Audio visual check, please. Yeah, hit the like button, please. Perfect. Thank you, Rob. I kind of changed my setup on OBS a little bit on my streaming thingy. I want to make sure it works. Good morning, Greg. Hey, Marvin, you are family. Absolutely. Hey, Renaissance Man. How are you, Tom? Rob, thank you for being here. Hey, Hector. Card Lady, Ed, Tess, Topher. Hey, Ed. Hey, E Cubed. Ayo, ayo. All right, Ed. Hey, Casey. Good morning, Wave. Hey, Bigsby. Palazzo, are you new here? I jump on early every day. Hey, homebody, Alex, Sir Fernando, Jahan, Mike, Rob, Josh. Hey, Basque. So glad you're here. Hey, Luke, Sandor, Griffin, Geo Guitar, Mitch, Odie, Mary, Greg. I just want to stop for just a second and make sure that we are clear, that we are crystal clear. When I give you a Queen of the Mountain trade, I'm not telling you to go buy 100 calls or 100 puts on whatever. So somehow that was insinuated on Twitter that I'm encouraging people to gamble. Well, guess what? It couldn't be further from the truth. I don't want you to ever size up on anything because it was Lori's pick. No, my pick has just the same probabilities as anyone else's. You know, it could work and it could also not work. If Buffett decides he's going to hate that stock that day and I happen to like it, guess what? I'm going to lose. So just be careful, be smart out there. We have a couple good days in a row that are really phenomenal. Don't size up because of that, okay? Okay, that was the mama speech. And here's the real truth, and then another thing, I guess we're just sharing. This is the third morning in a row where I'm oversharing what's new. And I will get to your chart request. My husband has been gone all week. He has been traveling for work. He never travels for work, like ever. And I have been living like I have been in a fraternity all week long, just doing whatever I want to do. I have not made the bed all week because he does all that. He does the dishes, he does the clothes. And so he's on his way home right now, and I've got the dishwasher going, the wash machine going. I got to go freaking make the bed. I got to brush my hair. It's like, dang it, party's over. Thank God I don't live by myself. I would be a slob, I guess. I like having a clean house, but man, I'm spoiled. All right, that's enough for Confession Friday. Let's go back up to the top. And if you're new here, I rarely, digress like that. My goal is always to stay on the freaking charts. Okay, Matic, USD. Is there a setup? Oh, there's the wash machine's none. As soon as I tell y'all that, I hear it beeping. Okay, a weekly lower high is the more likely scenario compared to 97 cents. We've bounced enough for a weekly high or low. On the daily chart, you're looking for a lower high. 4-hour inside bars. Hourly is sideways. I don't like it. I don't see a clear setup. This 15-minute EQ is breaking bull, but I don't like it. This 4-hour chart and daily chart would be weighing on my mind, especially the daily. We are looking for a daily lower high compared to 89 cents. Oh, thanks, Rob. Tess. Tess, you kill me. I know, it is a shame, isn't it, Bennett? Shame. Thank you, Scott. Oh, Griffin, that's awesome. I'm trying to find a chart request, and I'm getting caught up in y'all's comments. I just love you all. Doge, and I still haven't fixed my tray, so if it falls apart again today, I'll just keep going like I did yesterday. Okay, weekly inside bar on Doge. I did TikTok a year and a half ago. I started putting content out there, and I have not done it in a while. Shame on me. And I had one video go viral, and it was because I said Doge coin instead of Doge coin, and people lost their minds. But I actually did have a great technical setup in there. It was a falling wedge, and it played out to a T. So I guess that's why it went viral too. But if you really want to drive people crazy, say something, say the name wrong, and they just lose their minds. Okay, weekly inside bar, weekly lower high, the more likely scenario, daily inside bar, upper wicks on that daily chart. You see how bears are selling into these pops? Hourly is testing resistance right here, 7283. Your next resistance behind that is 7289. Eesh. You know, I don't have a clear setup on it. I do like this rounded bottom, and I do like this squeeze, and I do like that it's holding 50 RSI. So I guess a little more bullish than bearish. Okay, there to Doge. UNH should be doing pretty good, huh? They had earnings here, and they had a beat. Looks great. Lots of gaps. Monthly lower high is possible compared to 528.28. Weekly bull break with a squeeze. I'd be looking for back burners on this chart. This is beautiful. 5 and 15 minute back burners. Meaning first 5 and 15 minute oversold. Man, this thing looks good. Little squeeze there on the 30 minute. When you have a very bullish chart that consolidates in time versus price, odds favor further bull continuation. Okay, KRE. KRE is hot, hot, hot. KRE is nowhere near the pre-March debacle of the First Republic Bank that went under, and that's what, you know, drove KRE off a cliff. But XLF is right there. XLF is approaching 35.91, and I think, as I said in the market recap video yesterday, I think 35.91 is a Mars level, meaning you can see it from Mars, and I think bears will be waiting there. So the big banks have recovered back to March levels. KRE has not. And I'm not saying that it will. What was, you want to swing it? I don't know. I couldn't swing anything that was overbought here on the 4 hour. That would just be really tough. I'd be waiting for back burners to buy dips. If you already are in a long, I'd stay in long as long as these 15 minute EMAs stay below price all day. Then yes, I would hold partial over the weekend. Okay, there, I spit it out. The bears gotcha. I'm telling you, Slow Devil, I've had DoorDash here twice this week. Walmart delivery. I haven't even left the house. I'm terrible. Good morning, Nugget. Zion for Basque. And yes, I'm starting a little late, but Basque is a TCG member, so TCG members get priorities. Priority service. We are approaching the 200 MA overhead, 39.74. Weekly inverse head and shoulder breaking bull. This is beautiful. They have earnings. Yeah, they had earnings back here. If you're in long, I'd stay in long as these 15 minute EMAs are below you. Healthy consolidation wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, so just know that. Hey, Jay Zimmer. All right. Well, shoot. Get 'em, Tammy. Get 'em, get 'em. All right. I'm going to just get started with the show. And I see that we have Lori needs Ionq. She is a TCG member. I will definitely get to that. And my friend. So I will get to it. Actually, heck, screw it. I'm going to do it now because I can. Because it's my show. Ionq. Daily looks good. Daily lower high, the more likely scenario. Great Wall of Louisiana is overhead on the hourly chart. I don't know, Lori. This is kind of a mess. Maybe back burner mode if you wanted a long. And if you're already in long, stay in long as those 15-minute EMAs are below price once the market opens. If you can't read it, Palazzo, you can adjust the settings. There's a little gear icon where you can up the resolution if you can't see my chart. All right, let's get started with the show. Good morning. Welcome to the pregame show. This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community and we teach technical analysis. I should turn that into a jingle, but I can't sing. If you could give me a follow on Twitter, that'd be lovely, at Chart Gal Lori. And what I do here every morning as I go over this table, which is still leaning a little more bullish than bearish, and then I have my notes off screen that I copy and share with TCG members when I am done. All right. What is the skinny? If I had to break it down in just a few sentences, and I know that I'm highly incapable of breaking things down in very quick sentences, but I'm going to try. For me, I found these, I found these, what do you call those? Stickers. Did y'all know that TradingView had this? Oh, I'm in trouble now. I love this. I think semis holds the key to the market today. Semis are the key. We need to find the daily high or low. In my opinion, the market can be bullish today if semis can find a temporary bottom. It is the key to the market. Let me show you yesterday. So look how much green we had yesterday. We had a pretty bearish day, but the wheels didn't fall off because all the other sectors were doing their job. All of them. Banks, industrials, healthcare, consumer defensive, energy. Everybody else was doing their job except for semiconductors and our majors. Now that, and as I speculated in the market recap video yesterday, it makes me think that they are trimming the Magnificent Seven this week because they were so red yesterday and everything else was so green. Had everything else been red, we could have had a 2 or 3% down day. So yesterday was just a flesh wound, I'm telling you, because all these other sectors were doing what they were supposed to do. But look how red semiconductors were on the backs of TSM earnings that were a miss somehow. I don't know if it was EPS, revenue, margins, guidance. I don't know what it was. But they had a miss and it weighed on semiconductors. And for me, that is why we were so heavy yesterday. So, again, I'm not breaking it down in a few sentences, but dang it, I'm trying. Semiconductors, key for the market today. And then we look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ retraced 50% of the move from the low of July 10th to the high of Wednesday. We retraced 50%. That does not necessarily rule out a higher high. It does not rule it out. But the way I see it, how things could play out is that we could just go sideways into the interest rate decision next week. So next Wednesday's FOMC and we have big earnings next week. So if semis can find a bottom and NASDAQ can bounce today, I'm looking more bullish than bearish. Does that make sense to everybody? All right. So I showed you my table. We do have a potential daily bull flag on ES. ES is healthy. They don't look like NASDAQ. Look at ES. It hasn't even retraced to the 0.382. RTY, potential daily bull flag. YM, screaming. I mean, it's beautiful. NASDAQ is the only problem. So if NASDAQ can get an oversold, even if it's just a dead cat bounce, and bulls aren't really interested in buying the dip, but we bounce anyway because bears are covering, then the market could have a green day. Okay, Hang Seng was up 0.78%. DAX is down 0.44%. The last time I looked, now it's down 0.45%. So we need semis to step up. So now I'm going to stop just for a second and I'm going to do my little soapbox of the day. Let me copy and paste and get over here. Okay. So what I challenge you to do this weekend is journal. Take inventory of your trading business. If you've ever been an entrepreneur, let's say you owned a store. My parents owned a convenience store when I was growing up. My dad was also owned a diesel shop. He was a mechanic, serial entrepreneurs, and with a 10th grade education. So I'm not bragging. My parents were unfreaking believable workers. But we would stop carrying stuff in our store if it stopped selling. You know, those Cadbury sticks used to be hot, 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 and then they weren't hot anymore, so we stopped buying them. So you have to take inventory of your trading to see what's working and what's not. And if you're not taking inventory of your trading and you continue to trade, let's say Ionq, because that's what I just looked at, and it's not working for you and you continue to take losses on that one ticker, why are you continuing to trade that? This is your trading business. Take inventory, what's working and what's not. If you had an item not selling in your store, would you keep buying it? No. So if you have a ticker that's not working for you, stop trading it. How can you know without journaling? So my number one step in mentoring is taking inventory. So I challenge you this weekend to look at at least the last 5 days, meaning this week's trades. Document them all. You don't have to buy software or, subscribe to TradeZella or TraderView, even though I think they're awesome. You don't have to. You can do it in Microsoft Excel. Hell, you can do it on a piece of paper. And how different would your trading be if you journaled every trade and had to send it to somebody? And I can't commit to looking at all of y'all's trades. I would love to do that because I love to analyze data. What if you just had to send it to somebody and maybe they didn't even look at it? How different would your trading be if you had to show somebody? So trade as if I am looking over your shoulder or Charting Man Dan is looking over your shoulder. Trade with that type of accountability and it may change your trading. All right. Okay. Yeah, that AI conference, Ed, good point. The White House is having an AI conference today. Okay, so that was a lot of soapboxing, but if you're new here and you didn't like that, you probably won't like me very much because I kind of do it every day. 4-hour, decent bounce, but we're not out of the woods yet. That could still be a bear flag. We need to bounce to 15,805 in order to make room for a higher low. Okay, I do want to go over the dollar. I think the dollar was part of the market's problem yesterday. Not only were semis weighing on it and QQQ weighing on it, the dollar had strength yesterday. However, I'm looking for a topping pattern in dollar today. I'm looking for dollar to possibly pause. We are approaching, so stay with me here, we're approaching 4-hour overbought in a daily downtrend. What do y'all think that makes me go do? Yep, I go look long gold. Gold is a potential daily bull flag. Maybe I'm pushing it a little bit with daily bull flag. We are sitting on the daily 50 MA. So I like gold today for a potential long. We need this bottom to hold 1963 or dollar strength continues. So I am looking for a gold long today. All right, oil. Oil is looking for a daily bull break at 76.87. We just double topped right there. Y'all, am I going to have to say this every day until oil really rips faces off? I love this chart. And y'all know I was hating on oil June, beginning of July. I didn't like it. Well, they've proven themselves, and I like this weekly squeeze. Don't sleep on oil. We are right here at a daily double top with 76.87. We may need some consolidation in this area, and I'm looking for a pullback buy on oil. Okay. You can trade gold. You can own gold. You can do you, boo. You don't have to do anything. You're welcome, Daniel. All right, and I'm partial to Daniel because Charting Man Dan is literally one of my favorite people in the whole entire world. And then I'm married to a wonderful Daniel. So I am partial to Daniels. Okay, let me go to my notes. I'm all over the place, y'all, and I am so unapologetically all over the place. Okay, Apple. We're below the EMAs on the hourly chart. Daily structure is intact. Now, what am I supposed to say about this chart? What am I supposed to do with this? I can't be bearish Apple when it's holding the daily 8 EMA. I can't. We have not had a meaningful candle close below the 21 EMA since March 3rd. March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, I just used my fingers. 5 months we've been holding the daily EMAs. Pullbacks to the EMAs have been gifts handed up on a silver platter for 5 months. How am I supposed to sit here and be bearish Apple? I can't. I just can't. Even though it's below my beloved Great Wall of Louisiana right here on the hourly chart, I can't be bearish. So, there's that. Amazon. I didn't know that, Lori and Daniel sitting in a tree. Ain't nothing wrong with that chart. That's right. Okay, Amazon, unfortunately, is related to Tesla, and it got hit pretty hard yesterday. I think they had news as well. It's lost its daily uptrend. We're holding the daily 21 EMA. We have not had a candle close below the 21 EMA since March 15th. So a little over 4 months, same scenario. Will this be a buying opportunity on Amazon? Possibly. We have bounced enough in pre-market with volume, so I monitor pre-market volume. So pretty much when I look at charts, I can tell if I can use, I'm putting that in quotation marks, if I can use that data or not. Is it valid? We have enough room for a higher low compared to yesterday's low. So Amazon may be a buy here at the daily 21 EMA. It definitely was weaker than most yesterday. Nvidia. We have not had a candle close below the 21 EMA since January 6th. January 6th. It could be bounce day for Nvidia. We've made enough room for an hourly higher low. We have to stay with the trends, y'all, until they change. Bears have to come in, and they needed to tear down the entire market yesterday, and all they could do was focus on these big names. They were unable to tear the market down because all these other sectors held up. So if all of these names were so oversold yesterday on shorter term time frames, if they're getting their bounce on today, then again, that's why I'm looking more bullish than bearish today. Tesla's having its dead cat bounce. Unfortunately, I wanted it to flush at open so I could get a dip buy, but that's not happening. It's getting its dead cat bounce in pre-market. And dead cat bounce just means an oversold bounce. It doesn't necessarily, so let's type that out. Okay, bounces. There are two types. Dead cat just means bears are covering. Not necessarily bulls developing an appetite for the name. And then the other one is a real bounce with bears covering and bulls buying. That's the two types of bounces that we have. So right now, we have some decent volume. We're over let me look at it right now. We're at 3.2 million. 3.2 million in pre-market volume on Tesla. So is this bears covering or is this people buying? We'll be able to tell pretty quickly, but odds favor lower highs on so many time frames. So Tesla for me is going to be a ninja trade only. Ninjas who like to scalp, you're going to be waiting for stair steps and tightening patterns to look for potential scalps. Otherwise, I don't have a clear direction for you on Tesla. They had an earnings beat. They missed on gross margins. A ton of people came out with price target upgrades yesterday, and it still wasn't enough to save the stock from going down. So I probably won't be trading Tesla today. EXK. You love cats? Well, we're a party of one. Cats make me sick. Really, really sick. Like go to the ER kind of sick. All right. So daily high or low is the more likely scenario on this silver name, the small cap that I posted in the room when it was 277 down here. And that sucker bounced 40%. It has plenty of room for a daily high or low. So if dollar's going to find a temporary top and we can get oversold here on EXK, let me set my alert for hourly oversold. All right, so this is a back burner watch for me. GDX, same thing. Looking for that dollar topping pattern for a potential GDX buy. I don't like that GDX lost the daily support. Miss Nugget herself was saying she's in Nugget this morning. I don't like that it lost daily support, but I do love that it's sitting on the daily 50 MA, and I'm looking for that potential dollar consolidation, and that could help gold. Doesn't mean this trade will work out, but I do like GDX for a potential long today. I like oil long, but as long as, let's see, is it still holding? 76.87 holds on oil, then XLE may find itself in a bind today. For a potential, I'm looking for a top fish for a lower high against 84.50. Stay with me. If gold breaks the daily double top at 76.87 and gets that daily higher high confirmation of trend change, then I'm backing off this XLE short idea. And if you've been following me in the room, I have been trading XOM. So this was July 17th, 18th. That was this Monday. My goodness, only 1 week. So I was taking it long at 7:49 a.m. That's 9:49 a.m. Monday. I took it long. And then I took a piece out here on that same day. I took a piece out yesterday. And then at the end of the day, I took a piece out 350 to 515. This is all in swing trade. If you're wondering what our Slack looks like, this is what we do. And we had a discount last night for a promotion. If you want to go back and watch Dan's webinar, I'm not even supposed to say that. So all these promotions and the rules, I don't know how they work. And I'm really not a good rule follower anyway. So XOM, I still like this long, but I'm looking for a pullback buy. I still like it long, but I'm looking for a daily higher low pullback buy. And I like XLE long, but not here. So you can like something long, but what's your location? I don't like this location. I want to pull back buy. And XLE was a long call for me on Monday. I told y'all I liked XLE long and I liked XOM long. And at these areas, I don't like them up here, looking for daily potential lower highs. XLY got beat up with Amazon and Tesla yesterday. We are looking for a daily higher low compared to 168.44. We got really beat up on the hourly chart, and I was hoping for a 4-hour flush this morning. Still hold 168.37, looking for a long, but as you can see, I still have it up. I'm looking for a potential XLY long idea. Ooh. Jason, if you are around, can you post the webinar, a link in YouTube chat? If you give me just a second. Oh, shoot. Y'all, 1 second. I'm not a rule follower, so I'm just going to post it, okay? Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, yes, to Dan's webinar. Am I supposed to do that link that has the email sign up, or is the YouTube okay? There you go, Night Truck. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, Rob. All right. It's 6:52 and it's Friday, and I've given you my absolute all. I'm telling you, I've laid it. I haven't given my house my absolute all, or my body this week. I haven't worked out like I'm supposed to, but man, did I leave it all out on the court for you this week. And I guess I do have one more thing to say. I have a precious, precious nephew who is an amazing athlete. He's 6'5". He'll be a senior next year, and I pray he never hears this. And I do absolutely adore him. And he is a beast. Like, his body is unbelievable. It's dreamy as far as athleticism. And his mom, my sister, played college basketball. I mean, just an athlete. But he mentally just seizes up when he gets to the batter's, to the box, the whatever you call that, to swing at bat. He chokes. And he not always, a lot of times he hits it out of the park. And then my 15-year-old nephew, who's 5'10", he is athletic, but he's not very tall like my other nephew. He steps up there and he swings the crap out of that bat. And I swear he hits it like 7 out of 10 times, because mentally he does not seize up. He's got confidence galore. And can I tell y'all how important that is in trading? I am working with some amazing human beings that I'm mentoring, and I am loving the process, and I can't shut up about it. And I see some of them have confidence issues, and I look at their trading and I'm like, God, your win rate is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Step up to the plate and swing the freaking bat, and swing it hard. Don't seize up when you're at the plate. Don't seize up. Have that confidence. And if you don't have that confidence, go back and look at your last 25 trades and have proof to yourself that, hey, I'm pretty good at this. All right? So there's my last speech of the week. Actually, no, it's not. If you're a TCG member, you're subject to more speeches at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, noon Eastern, because I'll be live again and we'll do this all over. God, I love y'all, and I love what I do. Y'all have a great day, and use stop losses. Oh, yeah, y'all hit that like button, why don't you? Hit the like button. Okay, now I'm going to shut up.